Hello, high level listeners. Now, let me ask you something. You've probably studied English a long time, but after all of those years of studying and memorizing lists of vocabulary, do you still think your English speaking skills sound a little too formal? Maybe your English sounds a bit textbook?
Yeah, like maybe you know and understand words like investigate, resolve, or postpone, but you rarely hear native speakers use those words, or maybe they seem surprised when you use them. Well, today we're going to help you improve your English speaking skills by helping you use phrasal verbs more naturally and confidently.
And phrasal verbs are what English teachers call those little verb phrases like find out instead of investigate. And we work something out instead of resolving it. And sometimes we put something off instead of postponing it.
Yeah, so the good news is if you learn just a few phrasal verbs, you can replace a lot of formal verbs all at once. So we'll show you 10 powerful phrasal verbs that native speakers use all the time. And if you'd like to learn more of them, we've got over 150 phrasal verbs to learn in our phrasal verbs playlist. You can just click the playlist on YouTube to get more.
All right, so let's start with the first one, find out. To find something out. Okay, so the phrasal verb is find out, and this means to discover something, to learn something, or to realize something. I think especially if you have a problem and you need to find out, you're going in search of it. Okay, so I'm going to find out the problem. I'm going to find out the answer, right? So you can shadow and practice along with me. I'm going to repeat the sentences twice. Yeah, I found out he moved to another city. I found out he moved to another city. We found out later that the plan wasn't going to work. We found out later that the plan wasn't going to work.
Okay, so the second phrasal verb we have for you is work out. Work out. Often we work something out or work it out, and we can use that instead of solve a problem or resolve an issue. So if you solve a problem, you work it out. If you resolve an issue, yeah, we worked it out. It's done. If you calculate something like 2 plus 55, you can work it out and give the answer. And if you sit and think about something, okay, how do I do this? What should I? Okay, I just worked it out. So it can replace all four of these things. As examples in sentences, we need to work it out. We need to work it out. I worked out the total cost. I worked out the total cost. At first it was confusing, but I finally worked out what he meant. At first it was confusing, but I finally worked out what he meant.
For phrasal verb number 3, we're going to use go over. So we can go over something. We also use the word look over, and it kind of means the same thing. So to go over something means to review it, to look at it again, to check it or examine it. Let's go over it together. Let's go over it together. I went over my notes before the meeting. I went over my notes before the meeting. We should go over everything again to make sure we didn't miss anything. We should go over everything again to make sure we didn't miss anything.
The fourth phrasal verb that you can use is set up. Set up. Like before, you can set it up or set something up, and that is to arrange something or organize something. So if you set up a meeting, you organize a meeting. Or if you set up a date, then you arrange the date, or set someone up on a date, then you arrange it for them and bring the two people together. It could also mean to establish something. That's more professional in a business sense. If you create a new system or establish a new way of working, you set that up. So here are some example sentences. Sure, no problem. I'll set everything up. Sure, no problem. I'll set everything up. Remember, this is an irregular verb, so it's set, set, set in all three tenses. She set up a meeting for tomorrow. She set up a meeting for tomorrow. We need to set up a system that's easy for everyone to use. We need to set up a system that's easy for everyone to use.
This one's a pretty common one. To bring something up. To bring it up. This means that you're going to mention something. You're going to talk about something. You're going to raise the question or raise up an idea, or you're going to introduce a topic. Okay? So especially if you have something you want to bring up, you have something you want to talk about. Yeah, he brought it up. He brought it up. She brought up an interesting idea. She brought up an interesting idea. Look, I didn't want to bring it up, but we need to talk about the problem. Look, I didn't want to bring it up, but we need to talk about the problem.
Okay, phrasal verb number 6 is turn down. Turn down. Some meanings can mean reject, like if someone offers you an idea or gives you something that you don't want. I turned down the offer, or I turned it down, especially when we're talking about jobs. If someone gives you a job offer, but you're not interested, I will turn it down. No, thank you. So this phrasal verb can replace reject, refuse, and decline. Like you decline an offer, you turn it down. Also, if you're talking about music, the volume, if you want to make it quieter, then you turn it down. Maybe someone's playing music really loud. Oh, sorry, can you turn it down, please? So turn down can replace a lot of different phrases. Here are some examples. They turned it down. They turned it down. So in other words, they said no. He turned down the job offer. He turned down the job offer. Well, she turned it down because it just didn't feel like the right opportunity. She turned it down because it just didn't feel like the right opportunity.
Okay, we have another phrasal verb, to look into something. To look into something. Now, we have the phrasal verb to find out. That's right, to find out. And it's kind of similar, but I think of look into as more doing a bit more research. Okay, so I will investigate. I will examine. I will explore. I will research it, right? So I'll look into it. I'll look into it. They're looking into the issue now. They're looking into the issue now. We're currently looking into the problem to see what caused it. We're currently looking into the problem to see what caused it.
The next phrasal verb we have is put off. Put it off. Put something off. If you put it off, you postpone it. You delay it. You push it back to a later time. Maybe you're not ready now, or you don't have everything ready yet. So we need to put it off. When we're talking in the office, it is still professional and okay to say, let's put it off until next week, or let's put it off to another day. Let's put it off to another day. In other words, you want to reschedule it for another day. Another example, they put off the meeting until next week. They put off the meeting until next week. we had to put it off because not everyone was available. We had to put it off because not everyone was available. Okay, the next one we have is more common in the UK. So in British English, you are more likely to hear the phrasal verb carry on. Carry on. This is one that we cannot separate. We can't put it or someone in between. It's always carry on. And I will say this to someone if I want them to continue or proceed. So keep doing what you're doing. I like it. Carry on. Yes, okay. If people are collaborating with you, if you're talking to colleagues and they say, should I keep working on the project? Yeah, sure. Carry on. As a simple sentence, you'll hear, let's carry on. Let's carry on. He carried on working late. He carried on working late. Even though it was difficult, she carried on and finished the project. Even though it was difficult, she carried on and finished the project.
Now, alternatively, we do hear the phrase carry on, but it sounds a little formal. So we would probably just say keep going. Let's keep going. Even though it was difficult, she kept going and finished the project. And then our final phrasal verb is to get over something or get it over with. Okay. So to get over something is to overcome or move past something or to recover from something, especially if you're sick or ill. Finally, she got over it. She got over it. Now, if someone said she got over it or she got over him, I feel like something was sad, upsetting, emotional, and now we're on the other side. We're feeling better again. She got over it. It took him a while to get over the flu. It took him a while to get over the flu. It wasn't easy, but she eventually got over the experience and moved on. It wasn't easy, but she eventually got over the experience and moved on.
Okay, there you go. As you can see, sometimes one simple phrasal verb can replace lots of other formal verbs.
And in speaking, this is exactly how native speakers make their English sound more natural and more relaxed in everyday spoken English.
Yes, and again, if you like this video and you want to keep improving, check out our phrasal verbs playlist here on our channel. You can learn over 150 more phrasal verbs that are used in real conversations.
And if you want to practice and remember them more easily, don't forget to download our Phrasal Verbs study guide. It's designed to help you actually use and practice these phrases in your daily English.
All right, thank you very much for listening, and we'll see you again soon here on High Level Listening. Bye-bye.